Hey folks, I'm recording a video here, and this could be, well, my second episode. The first one was about Shirdi Sai Baba. Today will be about Shiva and the Jyotirlingas. So, uh, so far I have completed having darshan of seven Jyotirlings, and my journey started way back in 2020. I guess 2020 or maybe mid 2021, around that time. I'm not exactly sure. So it just started by a fluke when one of my friend called me because he was visiting Hyderabad and I stay in Hyderabad, and he wanted to go to uh, Mallikarjuna Jyotirling. So he thought I might help him in terms of local language understanding and all those things. So he called me, and by nature I'm someone who struggles to say no. So I was like, all right, I'll come with you. So I went with him, and I'll tell you very briefly about uh, how did I feel after going there. And during that time I was actually going through a very patchy time as well. I was not doing well financially. I was in a job which I didn't like, in a relationship which was draining. I almost at a point of breakdown, and I did tell my mother as well that I might commit suicide. And then I happened to go to Mallikarjun Jyotirlinga. That was my first Jyotirling visit, and I went there. It was eve of Shivratri. Massive crowd. We were in the queue. I was almost about to, get crushed within the huge crowd gathered there. Somehow we started rolling toward the inner sanctum. While I was in the queue and we were about to reach the Garbhagriha, I was very silent. But the moment I was about to enter the sanctum, I don't know what happened to me. I was the loudest among the thousand or more than 10,000 or people gathered there. I was the loudest. I was shouting slogan like Har Har Mahadev, Sambhu Shiv Shankar. And at one moment, I stood on the temple pillar and I was shouting, and I was so much engaged into it that I forgot to have darshan of Shiva, the first Jyotirling. I was visiting Mallikarjuna because that Jyotirling is uh, inside the earth. So you have to be very cautious while looking at it. I thought I might have darshan, but I could not because it's a Shivratri time, and then you stand in queue for 5 6 hours, and you just get to see for fraction of seconds uh, the darshan of Shiva. I was disheartened. Nonetheless, next day morning I went again. I had a good darshan. But while returning from Mallikarjuna, something happened. Something happened to me. You know, uh, I came back home. So, and from there on, my total life changed. In a way, how everything which was bothering me, I felt like somebody has taken out of my life. I changed. I was giving interview with to multiple companies, and I was getting rejected. After I came from Mallikarjuna, suddenly I got a call from one of my friend who was walking into Randstad, and I was in a sales profession, and Randstad is an HR staffing firm. I got a call, I gave an interview, and I was through. So I was walking into Indian. company, local company, and then got an opportunity with a multinational company, a Dutch-based multinational company. And then the relationship, it suddenly I became so strong that I allowed it to go. And third, I started focusing on my physical and mental aspect. And when I joined Randstad, the work and everything was very different. I got into data side of the work, started interacting with people. In the first quarter, I was the employee of the employee. In the first quarter, I was chosen as the employee of the quarter. That was so motivating. And then I started liking. And in Randstad, I was like the charming person, kind of the charming person. Everyone wanted to talk to me. Now I don't know. Uh, maybe I probably I'm just overthinking, but everyone wanted to talk to me. I was that kind of person then, and I saw everything revolving, everything changing around me, from about to commit suicide to suddenly life happening in a very different way. It was a very surreal experience for me. So next year I thought, again my friends made the plan of visiting to Kashi. Um, then I thought I'll go and I'll say him thank you for changing my life. I went to Kashi next year, Sivratri. I had a darshan. I was fortunately able to touch the Shivling as well on the Shivratri. And then next year again, I thought I was into sales and I'm into data side of the work that I do at Randstad. Maybe I'm not doing justice to experience that I carry as a sales professional. So I wanted to and it was time of Shivratri again. So I was like, I'll go to I'll go to Mahakal, and then probably I'll come back and start looking for a job. So a week prior to I'm leaving for Mahakal, suddenly somebody in my office at Randstad walks up to me, whom I never had spoken, and she's like, should we go for smoke? And I was like, why not? And because by nature I struggle to say no to anybody, right? I went there and she's like, hey, there's an internal job posting within Randstad. Did you see that? And it's very exciting. And I went upstairs, I saw, and that job was actually matching the kind of experience I had in the past. So I was like, hey, let me apply this. And I applied on the last date and just before the deadline, and 22 other people applied. And trust me, what? I was the one who could clear that. I was the one who could clear the IZP. I was the only one who could clear that. So, and when interview was happening, uh, the second round of interview, I was traveling to Ujjain Mahakal, and I reached there around 9:30 and in the night, and 10 o'clock was the interview. So I had two options: either I could prepare for my interview round, or I can just go and I have a darshan of Mahakal. So I thought, let me just go and have darshan, and I'll come back and whatever I'll just attend the interview. And I did tell this to interviewer as well, hey, that I did not prepare. Instead, I went and had a darshan of Mahakal. Although I cleared that interview, I got into new role as a senior enterprise account coordinator. I don't know what happened to me in that role. I started working like anything. Next year, I got promoted to project coordinator, and I was the only one who got promoted, and a couple of other who were already in that team were not. And then I got promoted as a project coordinator. Still, this thing hit me back because I had a good amount of sales experience and I was not getting paid well. And in meantime, I also happened to visit Somnath and Nageshwar Jyotirling Dwarka as well. on the Shivratri. And this year in February, I had again plan of visiting to Kashi, but somehow due to unfortunate uh, incident, my uncle passed away. I could not go. And you know what? During every phase of this 4 to 5 year, I feel like somebody is literally helping me. Literally helping me in a way is like he's giving me how much I'm capable of. In a way, he wants to help me, but he's giving me how much I'm capable of. It's not like because I started going to Jyotirlings and I started doing a lot of things, so he'll end up helping me in a big way. No, he was like, I'll help you. Only I'm there to help you, and I'm helping you, but I'll help you to an extent you're capable of, and uh, and to the extent you're capable of. So this year, I never had imagined, although I always wanted to work in a company, in that company. I got a call from one of the big four consulting firm, and for a mid management level role and into data analytics. And guess what? I cleared it. So now when I look back, I see that my life has changed in a lot of way. And today when I complete 7 Jyotirlings, and tomorrow I have with his grace I might complete eighth one as well, Triambakeswar. So I was thinking, what did I gain? Although I've not completed all 12, but for all seven that I've done, what I have gained personally. So in brief, if I have to tell you what all I have gained, then the first thing has to be is I became more calmer. Second, while I was actually traveling all across, I saw men, I saw women, I saw people in the daily life who were working and doing their job because that was their only way of survival. With and they were doing it without complaint. So I learned humbleness. I was like, God has given me so much to me, still I complain. And these guys, they're fighting day in and day out at various ages. I saw today a guy who was in early 20s selling pani puris and he was doing it with dedication. And I saw a guy here in his late 70s, almost or late 60s. He is working as a receptionist in a hotel. So what did that teach me? It teach me that I need to be humble for whatever God has given me. So this journey has given me that feeling, which is more than uh, you know any financial assistance that you need from God. So these are the kind of realization I have. I become calmer, I become humble, and I started having faith that no matter what in my life, there's somebody who helped me. I can rely on it, so I can now take my decisions fearlessly. These are some of the uh, realization I had. Maybe I'll have in times to come as well as I think more about it. But this could differ from person to person based on their own circumstances. So I just wanted to share with you all my experience. I would urge that you all to uh, just share, if you have watched this video, just share your viewpoint and let us know how do you feel.